Hi, I am Jitu Mishra, a co-founder of Sarna Education and Cultural Services Bhubaneswar. I am in a beautiful palace of the year at Parikuda, which is an island in Chilika Lake. And this palace used to be the royal homes of the erstwhile rulers of Krishnaprasad Gada or the Chilka Lake, who had originally migrated from Banapur, which is on the other side of the lake. So, this palace is an architectural splendor. Uh, and what makes it so interesting, fascinating is that beautiful arch, and this makes Odissan palaces so interesting, so distinctive when we compare it with the palaces of Rajasthan or South India. So here you have they are all adapted from the Makara Torona. So you can see both sides Makara, that is crocodiles, and on the top you have the two parrots, which are symbols of love. And so this is what has been adopted from the Mukteshwar temple to. And this palace, which was built towards the end of the 18th century, is is one of the most beautiful properties I have seen ever.
Maa Kalijai sumari mongo ସଳଖି ଧରି ନୀଳ ଉର୍ମି ମାଳା ଉଠାଇ ବହେ ପବନ ଖର ଛିଟିକି ପଡ଼ଇ ନାରେ ପାଣି ଥରକୁ ଥର ନା ପାଶେ ଖେଳେ ମଗର ବୁଢ଼ୀ ଛଟକି ଉଠେ ଖେଳେ ଶିଶୁମାର ସାଙ୍କୁଛ ପୁଣି ଲାଙ୍ଗୁଡ଼ ପିଟେ ପାରି ହୋଇ ଗଣ୍ଡ ବିଷମ ନା ଲାଗିଲା କୂଳେ ସୁଷମା ରେଖି ଉଠିଲା ଶ୍ୟାମ ଶୈଳ ଚୂଳେ ବୁଡ଼ି ଯାଇଥିଲେ ସବିତା ଦୂର ଭାଲିରି ଶିଖେ ଉଡ଼ି ଆସୁଥିଲେ ବିହଙ୍ଗେ ସୁଖେ
Friends, I am at Parikud Palace. This is one of the most incredible heritage buildings in the whole of Odisha, in the heart of Chilka Lake. And this was the place, the royal seat, from where the entire Chilka was ruled till India became independent in 1947. So I am with Mr. Santosh Devji, who is the present king and the descendant of the royal family also. And let me ask him about the story of Parikuda and also about the dynasty. So, Mr. Dev, can you just share?
Previously, we were from Banpur, which ancient name is Bonkada Goda, which is situated next to Balunga. It's a NSC notified area council. So that was ruled under Bana Asur, the king. He was from the Krishna's era, whose daughter was married to Lord Krishna's son. So that is dynasty is called Bankado dynasty. So from that dynasty we stayed till 1798. In 1798 we shifted to Krishna Prasad Palace, Parikud. We built a palace over here in 1798. Then we shifted to here due to regular disturbances and British attacks and lot of other things that started happening, unlawful things and other religious activities which shouldn't happen over there. Then this palace was built, and it was very safe because everywhere there was water bodies, no road connectivity was there. So this was the most safest place which can't be even attacked by the Britishers or anyone else who wanted to attack this place. So this place was built at Krishna Prasad, and from this my ancestors used to rule the whole lake and all the places nearby, that is Balungao, Banpur, till this junction. So this was the total land called Parikud state. The name of the state was Parikud.
Oh, great. So, Mr. Dev, can you tell something about this building? And also, you said that you are one of the oldest dynasties of India, and of course in Odisha. So, can you just little share about the lineage?
I came to know about old records and everything. There's a archaeology department of India is having a digging process, and they are conserving a place, our ancient place, that is Bankadagoda, where old sculptures, old statues, and old inscriptions are coming out. In which we came to know this dynasty was during Lord Krishna's era. You must have heard about Hiranyakashyap. His son was Prahlad, and that Lord Nrsingh's avatar came and all that. So his dynasty, his continuing descendants were Banasur, who used to worship Lord Shiva at Bhaleri Pahad, that's near to Balugao. So he was a very big devotee of Lord Shiva because his grandfather and great-grandfather was killed by Lord Vishnu in different avatars. So he started worshipping Lord Shiva, and he became a very big devotee of Lord Shiva. So that time it was a Christian era. So according to the old records, inscriptions of this Lord Jagannath temple, or old inscriptions of this Gujarat, that
Parmat. Solanki.
So this where Krishna stays, Dwarika. So all inscription came that his son got married to daughter of Banasur, that's from Bankadagada. So that how this family got a relationship with the Lord Vishnu's avatar, because his son was married to Banasur's daughter. So like that, he wanted that the hatred of this family, hatred towards Banasur's ancestor, hatred towards Lord Vishnu would change into a relationship. So after that, family's time changed and everything changed. When it came up to all big temples were also built by my old ancestors, like Maa Bhagwati temple of Banpur. It's a very old temple and a very Siddha Preet. Other Maa Kalijai temple is built over there in between of the Lake Chilika. Maa Chachika temple is built at Nuapada. It's also a very Siddha Preet. There are lots of temples of Lord Shiva, Lord Vishnu, and Devi's Shakti Peeths are built over here during the very old regions. They are about 400, 500 years old, 600 years old temples. and archaeology is bringing out more old temples. They are about 1,000 years old, which is they are just digging out from the soil. So this way, old history continued, and by the time it became 1798, we are in Parikud, and we are still continuing in Parikud Palace.
So, friends, Mr. Dev just talked about his dynasty history and also the history of the region. So, we have already done a story on Bakadagada in our Stories of Odisha channel. So that gives an idea about that the temple, the present temple, which is called Sapaneshwar Temple, which is supposed to be one of the oldest buildings, temple buildings in the whole of Odisha, going back to 7th century CE. And this building is not built even in the typical, Kalingan architectural style. It appears more like a palace, and which we have already done a story. And then I also feel that Mr. Dev's ancestors had played a very important role in the maritime history of Odisha, because this entire area where we are now was a very active region in the seafaring culture. Like here, there were several ports existing all along the Chilika Lake, and people, our merchants, they were called what they were called? They were called Bonikas, Sodagaras, and Sadhavas. So they were called Sadhavas in Odia, and they would, sail their ships to Java, Sumatra, Vietnam, Burma, Cambodia, Sri Lanka, even China, in the entire Indian Ocean trade network, and they would bring enough wealth, and that would be used for the construction of temples. As you said, there are several temples, so that was one of the main source of revenue. And also this area is rich in avifauna, like there's so many varieties of birds, so that it has made a lot of interesting things. So Mr. Dev also has played a very important role in the transformation of Kalijai temple.
Yeah.
Kalijai, it's like you tell us. Kalijai is the soul of
Kalijai temple is the main
the Aradhya
Devi and eye-catching tourist spot in the lake. Anyone who visits Chilika Lake, if he hasn't been to Kalijai Island, then it's of no use.
Yes.
So any boat that sails into the lake has to touch the island. Without touching the island, there is not a single boat that can sail inside the lake. It's the peak tourist point and a very great devoteeal place. Each person, fishing or boat person or tourist, just steps into the water, he just prays Maa Kalijai for his safety, and she assures the safety that nothing happens, and they probably enjoy the lake and the tourism around the lake, and they are back to the land.
Right. So this is what is the Maa Kalijai, the deity of Chilika, the spirit of Chilika. Like when I was doing my PhD, early morning when I would start my work, every boatman would first do puja of Maa Kalijai, and then they would start their day. Yeah. Otherwise, so they would not do anything. So this is what is the power of the Mother Goddess here at Kalijai. Just tell me a little bit about this building.
This is a very old 1798 structure, but it has a flavor of a Western touch also, because there are Italian tiles. The marbles used over here from England, the cutlery and everything that inside from England. So because my grandfather he used to travel abroad, he had his education abroad. So that's why, and my great grandfather he also had his education in London. So that's why he has bought a lot of things and a lot of inputs and decorative things that's from England. But that time it was not London or Britain, it was named as England. So most of the things that architect, statues, whatever we have, everything is in England and everything is written as made in England.
Hello friends, me and Jitubai are again here at Lake Chilika, deep inside the Parikud island of Krishna Prasad, and we met the king, my friend Santosh Dev, and what we ate was something so wonderful it cannot be described unless somebody comes here and literally tastes the food which is offered at this place. Needless to say, crab was one of the most highlighted dish we have had today at the lunch. Prawns are served morning and evening. So did we have some beautifully cooked, small fish, and wonderful chefs he has kept from his father's time. Believe me, unless you come and have the food here, a Chilika visit is not complete. You cannot imagine having food at the Parikud Palace, comparing it to a roadside dhaba near Rambha or Barkul or whatever. Unimaginable taste, excellent quality, and it's a must visit place for all food lovers who wish to visit Odisha, more so Lake Chilika. Thank you.